According to GQ magazine, the Bible is among the most overrated books of all time.
The magazine's writers say this, quote, "The Holy Bible is rated very highly by all the people who supposedly live by it, but who actually have not read it. Those who have read it know there are some good parts, but overall, it is certainly not the finest thing that man has ever produced. It is repetitive, self-contradictory, I don't even know the word, sententious, foolish, and even at times ill-intentioned."
What you just saw was a Fox News report revealing how the editors of GQ, a gentleman's magazine, a very popular one, how they have written an article that specifically labels the Bible as overrated. Not just overrated, but as a book you shouldn't even pick up and read. Now, here's the strong point to that. It is not a journalist, columnist, or a reporter or anyone just writing this article. It's not one person. It is the editors of GQ, and that's what makes this so powerful. Now, that Fox News report stemmed from this article, and it's on GQ's website, and it's titled 21 Books You Do Not Have to Read. And you can see if you scroll down some, one of the books that they specifically label as unreadable, or one that you don't even need to read, is the Bible. This is crazy. We are literally entering into a new generation, and one that I fear for my children and their children's children, a generation that specifically labels Christianity a target. Now, if we take that in consideration to what I revealed yesterday on my program, and that is a law that they are attempting to pass, a proposition, if you will, that they want to put forth in California. It's called AB 2943, as you see on the screen, which states the bill would include as an unlawful practice prohibited under the Consumer Legal Remedies Act, advertising, offering to engage in, or engaging in sexual orientation efforts with an individual. The bill would also declare the intent of legislation in that regard. Now, it goes to a little more detail, but in a nutshell, what this bill is saying when you read it in its entirety is you cannot counsel someone. If you're accepting money for that counseling, or you're accepting money for whatever it is, then you cannot counsel someone if someone comes to you and says, "I don't want to be gay or bi anymore." So they go to this counselor so they can get counseling to say, how can you train me to be, love a woman if I'm a man, or love a man if I'm a woman. So they basically prohibit that with this. Not only that, but there is a very thin line to be drawn because it's very generic and very broadly written. You could definitely take this to court and say, well, now you're selling books that teach that you want to, that heterosexuals or homosexuals should be heterosexual. If you have that kind of concept, like the Bible teaches it's wrong to be a homosexual, just like it teaches it's wrong to lie, cheat, and steal. But that particular thing can fall under or be susceptible, I will say. It doesn't say specifically that it will ban the Bible because it's not in that report, but it does draw a very thin line of the possibility of that happening. Check out this clip, and I want to show it to you. This is an interview on American News Network, OAN, interviewed California State Assembly member Travis Allen. He is right now running for governor as a Republican there in California, but I encourage you guys to check him out, especially after saying this. Take a listen to what he says about that particular AB 2943.
If this bill were to pass, would this prohibit the sale of the Bible that teaches these things about sexual morality?
Well, literally, according to how this law is written, yes, it would. This is, PC culture, politically correct culture, gone horribly awry. This is really directly hitting at our First Amendment rights as American citizens. Now the Democrat legislators in this building right behind me, the California State Legislature, they want to tell you how to think, what sort of books that you can read, write, and purchase.
Not my words, but the words of Travis Allen there. And of course, Snopes goes on, plays the video clip, and says that the whole thing is false and fake. And that's not really what the bill does. In all reality, there is the possibility of something like that falling down the line or happening in the future or taking it above and beyond. Well, it doesn't specifically mention the Bible or anything in that manner. It can be used, just like laws in the past have been used, in a way that it could make it to that level, or, depending on your judge, depending on what's going on in your court. So they really need to revamp that. If it even does go through after, if it's voted on or if it's not voted on, that's still up in the air. But either way, I wanted to put these two reports together because we have editors attacking the Bible and we have legislation in a roundabout way attacking the Bible. These are things that we promised and knew were coming, but we should stand against them. Whether you're a Christian or a Catholic or a Jew or whatever religion you are, this falls under our First Amendment right. Our right to have religion, our right to have freedom of speech, and we should never be segregated to that level. So I encourage you, please share this report, get the message out. Let's all stand against such things on a banner of we have a right to do and believe the things we say or the things we do on both ends of the aisle, if you will. God doesn't say you have to, it's my way or nothing in the world, or, God gives us the choice. He gives us free will to choose what it is we want to do. And I am with God on that, obviously, as a Christian, 100%. And we should never say or restrict someone from doing something in that manner, but it is just free will in that point, as long as no one is harmed or hurt in the process. But anyhow, I'd love to get your comments and concerns, and please keep in mind that this is not going away, but it's increasing as time goes. And if we don't do something and stand against such legislation, if we don't do something and stand against the editors by maybe not visiting their website, not buying their magazine for a while, when they call a Bible one of the best sellers for years, might I add, a book you shouldn't even read. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. Please don't forget to check out my partner at noblegoldinvestments.com. If you want to convert your 401ks into a Roth IRA, something solid, this is exactly what Noble Gold does for you. So don't forget to check out their website at noblegoldinvestments.com. Well, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out. Back in 2007, when the stock market looked like this, few people were worried because they didn't know what was going on. But look what happened next. The warning signs were there then, just like they are now. The US stock market has never been higher. Many are saying it will go higher, just like they said in 2007. Are you ready for the fall? Do you know what to do? I know what I'll be doing. I'll be calling Noble Gold. I would be finding out about gold and silver IRAs, and quickly. I would want to make sure that my 401ks and IRAs were not exposed to this kind of collapse in the market. Be on the safe side and call Noble Gold today and talk to them. The number's here.